All good?
I'm ready, go.
Okay. Well, fuck, I thought he's going to the thicken of the truck. What the fuck I'm waiting for?
Now he's back. Now he's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Before going there, I should use my phone.
How the hell did you get
You know
into
what really bothers me sometimes, or really gets me in a bad mood and swearing a lot, is that some driver, they've been with me for over like 10 years and they do the same fucking mistakes all the time on the road.
Like what?
Like for example, I tell them to go somewhere, like, you know, say selling somewhere, and they know from that time to that time they should be there, you know, and they screwed up. Oh, Meedo, I thought I'd do different today. And that difference was screwed up the whole day, especially on a good sunny weekend like today. How many sunny weekends in Vancouver we get? You know, the sunny weekend that we get, we never get it back. If you lose that day, adios, you're not gonna get it back. So instead, they're selling good money, they're making money, they fuck it up, and they're just being stupid. Sometimes they're being stupid. They think they can be smart. They think they don't want to listen, you know. And this is how they screwed it up.
How long you been in this, did you say? Since 96? When did you get into this?
Since 95.
How do you end up in the ice cream business?
Well, in 1991, I drove for DKD Ice Cream a couple of years. And
Is it good money in ice cream?
it was good money that time. The market was very good. Even the pay was low, but it was doing good. It was making over $100 a day that time. It was good money, cash money, you know. Yeah. So I learned the business good. I was good at it, and I liked it. And I thought I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get my own trucks. Because I've seen the amount of the money, but right now is different. The market's totally different, and it's not like the old days. Now you find many ice cream freezers and everywhere, like gas stations. Lordco has ice cream freezers now, so every corner now you find ice cream freezers. But there is still high demand for ice cream mobile vending. Next year, we're going to the soft serve. We are going to do soft serve next year.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that mean you have to refit the trucks?
Well, I've got a couple good trucks that I'm gonna
You know McDonald's?
switch them to soft serve. No, we'll still have the novelties for the event, for an event like this, but we're gonna go into the soft serve. There's a high demand for soft serve now on the market. Yeah.
Cool. Do you have a couple of stories, if you want to tell, of just some stupid moments that just over the years you're just going, holy fuck? Is there any funny things that you can think of, or good, dumb, just anything memorable? If you had a cocktail party, because it's an interesting business.
The dumbest thing is about drivers when they go on the road and somehow the freezer, the inverter, that one that keep the freezer running and freezing the product, failed on them, and they don't realize it's failed on them, and they come back with a very soft ice cream or like liquidish ice cream, and I'm like, and I before they go on the road, I tell them, those new drivers, some new drivers, tell them, look, any problem is my cell number, you phone me. I mean, you grabbing the ice cream and you're gonna give it to the customer, you're gonna see it in your hand. It's fucking hard ice cream. If you see it like mushy and liquidish, how are you gonna sell this ice cream? That means something wrong in your freezer. You should supposed to phone me. They don't care, they don't phone, or they dumb, stupid, they don't care. And I end up losing product because of that. And that's...
How about stealing?
Stealing, we've had... actually, we've had theft in our yard about a month ago. Big theft. But right now we put in a camera system in all the place for the next year, so...
Did you catch them?
No, we didn't catch them, unfortunately. The cops didn't even catch them, so...
Excellent.
But drivers, they don't steal usually. Sometimes when they count, they make mistakes. That's just honest mistakes, but they don't. drivers, they've been with us for quite a long time, so we know them, so they're good drivers.
I just saw Gary, was it? Who was the guy that came in that looks like he's in the circus? He's got the wild hair.
Who? Which
Redhead,
one?
just last guy just arrived. Got the wild hair.
Oh,
Looks like a bagman.
Oh, Gord. Yeah.
What's his story?
Gord is a good driver. He's been with us for the past 3-4 years. He does Vancouver area. He's good at the beach. He does well there. But I found him, he's not a very patient. Doing ice cream, you have to be patient, you know. And he relies on certain spots, and some other spots he doesn't do. I don't know. I've been keep telling him, you gotta do this area, you gotta do this area. Sometimes he listens, sometimes he doesn't listen. But overall, in general, he's a decent man, honest man, hard-working guy, and he comes on time and
Does his thing. He seems like he's come from a kind of an interesting background. Do you know where he's from? Or what his world is?
Maybe from Mars. The way you look like an alien, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
I thought he was a bad guy walking into your shop when I was standing
Same
there.
thing first time. When I saw him, I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Bad guy. Cool, guys. Fun stuff, huh?
Exactly.
I told him one time, why don't you shave your head? You look better.
Doesn't scare the children, does he?
I've had one complaint about him one time, but
What was it?
it was he looks funny, weird, you know, but he's got a heart of gold. He's a good guy. He's married, this guy. So.
Looks-
And all my drivers, I screened them. They all have no criminal record, background, or anything. So,
I guess around kids, right? That's a big
yeah,
deal.
You have to. You have to. Most of municipalities, they ask for that in order to grant you the permit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh yeah.
What are the usual complaints you get? Like the typical kind of complaints?
Loud music, in ice cream. Please turn down the music. Drivers going to private properties, no solicitors, you know. My kittens wants to sleep.
What's that?
My kittens wants to sleep.
Kittens?
Yeah, my kittens are sleeping. I was driving one time in an area, and one really old woman came out and said, "Can you please turn down the music so loud? My kittens are trying to sleep." I said, "Who's trying to sleep?" He goes, "My kittens." "Oh, I'm sorry. Send them my warm excuse and apology to your kittens, and I'm out of here." You know? And sometimes you get a big biker tattoo guy off the balcony of a house or a patio doing barbecue music. "Shut that fucking music off! I'm gonna rip your head off!" Okay, you know? Okay, no problem. I keep telling the drivers, don't argue with the customers. Don't exchange verbal abuse with the customer. Someone swear at you, someone being, you know, unpolite, and just drive away. Just get out of there. There's lots of areas to do, you know. Don't exchange. And also with authorities, bylaw or officers, don't argue with them. Just say, "Okay, sir, if you feel like you have the right, just explain to them." Or don't, and always ask for ID when some bylaw or officer, if they are not in uniform, if they tell you you're not supposed to be there, "Okay, sir, fine, but I would like to know who you are." "Oh, I work for the city." "Okay, do you have a business card? Do you have something to prove that?" Or otherwise, anybody can walk in and say, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to. So what are you gonna sell ice cream?" So my drivers are experienced. They know. Some of them are very aggressive drivers, and they'll say, "No, I'm not leaving from here." Sometimes it works, you know. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. Always we like to keep the peace and keep it calm, and we don't want headaches with so far we're good with all municipalities. We abide by the rules and the regulations.
So tell me about these trucks. These things are personalities of their own, from what I can tell.
What about trucks?
So just tell me about your trucks. They seem like they're just,
They're old, you mean?
yeah, just
Well, this is the old-fashioned ice cream trucks, right? They're ex-postal office truck, step vans, Chevy step vans. Easy to, all they call them walk-in, you know.
Do they still make them?
The Grumman.
They still make them though, or don't they?
No. Well, there is the new one, the bigger, I guess. No, they don't. We keep them maintained. We maintain them, but we're switching. Some of them are getting really old and cost us a lot of money to keep them on the road. So we are going to switch them with a brand new vans, like high roof vans, you know. So we have some idea in mind for the next couple of years ahead. Yeah, they're old, but this is the one that when you were a kid, those ice cream trucks look like that.
Yeah.
When I drove for DKD, they used to have Ford, big ass trucks, Ford, like bigger than my trucks, you know. But hey, it does the work, so it does the job. So I don't complain. I mean, they break down, cost a lot of money to fix, but still, you know. So
They're cute too.
yeah.
Excellent. Reminds me of those old float
And
planes,
they're
right?
aluminum, they don't rust. They're all aluminum. They don't rust.
Oh, really?
No.
The seats look like they had a
Oh,
pretty
this-
good shit kicking.
Yeah. Tell the drivers. It's basic. Told them, go to Canadian Tire, buy cover seat, cover your seat, looks better, you know. But drivers, some of them, they don't really look outside their vehicle, you know.
Sounds like they're the biggest challenge in all of this. Is that right? Sort of making the whole thing work, everything work
If
smoothly.
everyone think like me, if every driver think like me, work like me, we would have done much better in organization and fixing things. But unfortunately, the drivers, they don't care. They just want to work and go home. You know, they just want to make money. They don't care. Some of them, they don't clean their trucks, and I keep telling them, you're not gonna clean the trucks. I'm gonna fine you $10 if you don't clean the truck, especially throwing boxes behind the freezers, and it's a fire hazard. So now they start to realize that they clean the trucks and stuff, but some of them you always keep telling them, you know. I think they live in at their homes, they don't clean up good or something, I don't know. But
Cool. Let's take a break. That's fun.